Alright, in this episode, my mother joined me in making some lasagna. We never really had an intro, that's what this is supposed to be. Yeah, welcome back to the kitchen. Enjoy this rendition. Ooh, bars.
You have olive oil? Do
You
you have any kind of oil?
Yeah.
Olive oil doesn't really require.
It's way too early in the morning to be doing this.
White wine vinegar and there's some canola oil.
What kind of oil?
Olive oil, but that's fine. Canola works great.
Coconut oil, of the options I've presented.
That one's the best.
This one?
Yeah. Okay, we also need onion,
The physical onion?
a physical onion,
Okay.
medium size.
Yep.
Beautiful. We also need a pound of Italian sauce, although
Well, that was a pound.
it was a pound.
Made breakfast.
It's a half a pound. Though it was got a little confused because it was breakfast sausage, so I thought it was for breakfast. That wasn't really Italian stuff, but we're gonna use it anyway.
What?
Italian sausage and breakfast sausage are
Sausage.
slightly different. And then we're gonna need some white wine.
We got that. Don't worry.
All right, we got the wine. We're also going to need our 2 jars of sauce,
Okay.
which are right here, and we're going to need cheese. So
Right.
we're gonna need mozzarella.
We'll keep that cold.
Now this doesn't call for an egg. You can't make lasagna without an egg.
We have eggs.
I did one left.
One
I
egg?
saved it just for this. So now the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 375.
Think you can handle that?
I think I can.
Okay.
We are going to need like a saucepan, a pan to saute up some onions. Got your coffee? Good deal.
Coffee.
Next you're going to need to dice up your onion.
Is that what this is for?
Yep, that's exactly what that's for.
Cool.
You take your onion, and while you're chopping onions, I will measure out a few tablespoons of this here product.
I haven't cut an onion. Do you do this chop or this chop?
I typically cut them.
I think I would just hack into it.
No, you can. So when you cut an onion, you're gonna cut off this end with all the hair,
Yeah.
and this end with all the hair. So basically, if it's got hair, you don't want it.
That's what.
So that's trash. Yeah, and that's the way the circles go.
Cool.
And then you just cut it in half like this,
Your fingers.
and you can peel the skin off. You can cut up this. All the skin will come off, and then you can just dice it up.
We're dicing. We're just
We're
eating
dicing.
little tiny.
Little
cool.
teeny tiny pieces.
Going in.
In she goes. Sauteing onions. Now we're gonna need some kind of spat.
You got the olive oil.
Yep.
In quotations. Medium onions. 1 pound of sausage.
1 pound of Italian sausage, or a half pound of breakfast sausage. There.
Half a pound of breakfast.
Half a pound of breakfast sausage. There's your spat. Now, the thing about cooking effectively that makes all the difference in the world is timing. This is all for the saucy insides. We can be boiling our pasta so that when we're ready to stuff the pasta, that it will be ready to go.
So we've begun multitasking.
Yes, this is where the multitasking begins.
Alright. So now a big bowl.
Big pot, because it's got to fit those giant noodles in it. That'll have to do, won't it? I just kind of fill it halfway. 4 to 6 quarts of water. That's like
A gallon.
a half a gallon.
Oh.
Well, 4 is actually, I think. No, I'm lying.
It's a gallon.
It's a gallon. You're right. My bad. There's a fly.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, little gnat.
part of the meal.
Protein. I got it out though. I got it out with my nice clean fingers.
That's got to boil. This has got to cook. When do we add the wine?
When do we add the wine? Okay. That's the important part, huh? Okay. It's coming up quick here. Once the onions are soggy and the sausage is brown, we add wine.
Okay.
And we're going to need a half a cup. I mean, if you want to get ready for that moment.
You've opened a lot of bottles of wine. Oh, do we need a cork?
That looks like a twist top to me. Do you want some help? There you go.
Jesus.
That was a tough one. Is it sweet? Oh, it's a Riesling.
It's on the sweeter side.
It looks like it's going to be light and fruity.
A cup?
A half a cup. I've actually, to be honest,
Never done that.
never put wine on my sauce. I've also never followed a recipe on a box before.
We can go less if you're hesitant to put in wine.
Oh, I'm
in the
not.
sauce.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Okay.
Pasta Barilla wouldn't have suggested if it wasn't good.
That's about perfect.
It is beautiful.
Would you like a glass?
Are you going to have a glass?
Yeah.
I will have a teeny tiny glass. It's going to be a long day, and I don't want to be tired. Not that big. You got like a little wine sippy cup.
It's perfect.
Okay, I only want like a splash.
That's a lot. That's a lot in that thing.
A splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Below the line. That's plenty. That's too much.
And then we'll decide we want more.
No, no. Okay, are you ready?
That's so good.
Pretty sweet.
That's water.
That's how you get in trouble. Yeah, pour it in.
I bet it cooks out all the alcohol.
Well, you're not going to get tipsy off a piece of lasagna. It's a half a cup. All right, that looks pretty bubbly.
Okay.
All right,
Noodles?
now, yeah. Do you have some of that spray? This is a lasagna trick. I don't know if it's on the box or not. This keeps your stuff from sticking to each other, your noodles from sticking.
How do you spray the noodles?
You spray the surface of the water, and as the pasta enters the water, it gets a thin coating of the oils on top of it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
And or between it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of layer them like little X's and do the honors of the remainders. And they will kind of slop down as they boil and get soft.
Yeah, I've made noodles.
Okay. I like this?
Not like this. Multitasking.
Multitasking in the kitchen. Getting carried away here. It's a lot of pasta.
It's a lot. Wine.
It's like a paint and sip. Only it's a...
Yeah, we
Cook
follow
and
the
sip.
directions,
Right?
instructions.
Mm.
We have a desired outcome.
Exactly.
Just to get drunk.
No. It's just to make dinner.
I was thinking that one we could do like a weave pattern with the noodles, like a pie.
Like a pie. Maybe on the top layer?
That'd be cool.
Alright, we want to set a timer for like 8 or 9 minutes. This is 8 minutes, so let's do 6 because we were chit-chatty and...
Timer set 6 minutes.
In the ricotta. I mean the cheese in a bucket.
Oh, you picked them up?
Yes, I went to the store. Alright, now I need one of those giant bowls that you have.
Pick your weapon.
We're probably going to need this too. These are really nice bowls. Okay, we need all this in here. That is cottage cheese.
Oh, all of this
Yeah.
in here.
Yep.
Okay.
It's cottage cheese. The recipe calls for ricotta, but this product has a very similar flavor and it's way more budget friendly. That size ricotta would cost you probably $8 or $9.
Calcium added low fat cottage cheese.
Yeah, it's cottage cheese.
Oh. Look
Don't,
at that.
I know, don't look at it. It's disgusting.
Do
Don't.
you stir your noodles or just
Nope,
let them?
I let them noodle.
You don't stir them?
I don't because they're so fat and wide. It's not really required. I think,
Okay.
do you think that's all cooked and simmered down nicely?
Yeah, it's looking
Looks
pretty
pretty good to me. We can add a jar of sauce to that. Would you
Adding
like?
coffee to
Adding
that,
coffee.
that's disgusting.
Here, wipe it up, wipe it up. We're gonna have a sideline moment here. But we'll do that later.
Oh man.
Oh jeez. See, that's what happens when you drink wine and cook.
That's like coffee though.
It is your.
Can't blame the wine. Coffee spill. Wait, I want my coffee, but I've already started drinking wine. Right. Adding sauce.
Adding sauce. This is when it all falls apart.
This cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Are we adding other cheeses? to
Yep,
it?
we sure are.
The mozzarella, the parmesan, or the parmesan?
Well, we're gonna start with mozzarella, and it calls for 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. Got a cup. That is a whole
Whole cup?
Yep.
Do you pack it down?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
You just want to make sure you get a whole cup because, let's face it, the cheese is the best part. It's calling for a half a cup of Parmesan.
Straight cut or shredded?
I think I would
Straight
do...
cut for this one, shredded front top. I decided I need to get a chef's hat.
A chef hat?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. All right, now the best part about being Italian is that you get to add whatever spices you want. I was looking for some parsley.
Hey, we have this right here.
Oh, look at you. Okay. Some
Parsley.
parsley. Heck yeah.
Cool.
And you have some oregano here. We can do some of that. Now, when it comes to parsley and lasagna, there is no measurement for this. It might be 1/8 of a cup. It might be 1/4 of a cup. I don't know. But Grandma used to call it a handful. And you fill the palm of your hand just like this little cup right here, just like this. That is a handful.
Why don't we measure that and see how much it really
That's
is?
a great suggestion. Do you have a cup measure?
I bet that's like a 1/4 teaspoon or something.
Well, that's at least, that's a half a teaspoon. Or half a tablespoon?
Yeah, half a tablespoon.
half a tablespoon, I guess.
That was the parsley?
That was parsley.
Okay.
And then you can throw in just a couple shakes of oregano.
Couple shakes.
Couple shakes. Beautiful. One more ingredient there, and that is raw egg.
Oh, what?
You're gonna want one raw egg.
My last egg.
The last egg is going in the lasagna.
Expires July 15th.
It's gonna be fine.
I actually learned this from a cooking show.
Yeah?
You crack your egg on a flat surface,
Uh-huh.
not on the edge of the bowl.
It's always better if you do it on a flat surface.
Yeah,
I concur.
that's pretty cool.
Or you can do it with a butter knife, the back of a butter knife. Alright, you're gonna need a big
Raw
spoon.
egg.
Spoon to stir that up. Maybe just a regular tablespoon? That seems really big.
Oh, like it just was.
Yeah, a regular spoon,
Okay.
maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and drain this. I like to rinse the pasta in cold water.
You wash your pasta.
I just rinse it.
So
So
you put it back in the
it's
bowl.
less sticky. You don't have to put it back in the bowl. It's just it gets less sticky and it's easier to handle.
Are we done with these measuring?
I think so.
Okay.
Probably need our big bowl.
This one?
I'm sorry, it's not really a bowl.
This isn't a bowl.
That's not a bowl at all.
Do you want to do it on this one?
Let's do
That way
it.
the camera
Over
can kind
here.
of see.
Yeah.
I need more wine.
Now, according to the box, we're supposed to spray this 9x13 baking dish with
Vegetable oil.
cooking spray. And then it says we gotta put 1 cup of sauce on the bottom, in the middle.
This stuff.
And you take the back of a small spoon and kind of spread that around and make it even. Those are the things the directions don't have.
It's kind of hard to get in there.
Perfect. Now our recipe tells us we need 5 noodles.
Switch sides.
Oh, am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know how the pattern goes.
Well, I go like this. I think 5 is a lot. I don't know if I would do 5. I don't like them to overlap too much.
Okay. So 3.
3, maybe 4, so you don't have this bare spot.
Nice.
Next, you go with a little bit of cheesy weezy.
This stuff.
Yeah, so that mixture right there is enough to do 2 layers. So you want to kind of use about half in here.
Okay. I got this one.
Yeah, you got this. Is that half-ish?
Yeah, it's about half.
Okay, perfect. Now, you can drink some wine, take a break. Don't want to overdo it.
Paint and sip.
Paint and sip.
Don't forget the sip.
Take this.
We're using way too many dishes.
We are. That's how you cook. If you don't dirty your dish in the house, you didn't cook right. And now you're gonna
Sauce,
you're
layer
gonna
of
cover
sauce.
that over that layer of
The
cheese.
noodles.
We will cover the noodles and the cheese. I think the cheese is the best part.
I don't.
Really?
I think the sauce is absolutely the best
I
part.
think it's gonna be an interesting sauce. Really curious about how this sauce is gonna turn out.
This got me excited.
Did it? All right.
Yeah, this
This
stuff
part?
right here, yeah, just
It's starting to
you can
feel
see
like lasagna, isn't
You
it?
can see it coming
It's
together.
coming together.
Yeah.
All right. Don't get carried away now. We still got a whole nother layer.
Cool.
Cool. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing all over again.
Another layer of pasta.
Another layer of pasta.
I like it when you do the pasta.
You like? Now, my mom would tell you that you should go the opposite direction this time.
I would agree.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
It is, but when you think about this, is probably like 10 servings of lasagna. This could feed you for a whole week. So it might be work for a couple hours on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, but then you don't have to worry about dinners all week long. And you're gonna have something yummy and tasty and lots of nutrients.
Yeah, it's true. Some meal prepping.
Meal prepping.
My turn?
Your turn with the cheese. Cooking is fun.
It's a lot of work.
Well, it's a lot of mess, really.
Yeah, it's a lot of cleanup.
It's a lot of cleaning, and the cooking itself is kind of fun.
Oh man, I put too much cheese on the last
It
layer.
happens. It happens. That's just a practice makes perfect thing. That's all right. If it's a really big cheese deficit, you can grab a little sprinkle of mozzarella from the refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I think that's why they tell you to only use half the bag,
So
in case you have
fill in
gaps
the
to fill in. Better. Oh, look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little creative with the cheese. Now we'll add some more meats. Spread that around. If you don't have enough, you can use the extra in your little jar right there.
Honestly, that's fine with me.
Okay, that's beautiful. All right. One last round with the pastas here.
Nice. Needs it to be at like a slight decline. I think next time I'm gonna set up 2 cameras. And get 2
Ooh.
different angles.
That'd be good.
An overhead. Maybe I'll wear a GoPro on my head or
A
something.
GoPro. For our final step.
More cheese.
No. Well, yes. Well, but the sauce comes first. We're gonna take what's here. It does. The recipe calls for the remainder of the
We
can,
might not do that.
which might be a bit excessive. You can just pour some on and swish it around with your spoon. You want to make sure it's covered, but not like super soupy. Because A, you're running out of room in your pan, and
Yeah,
B, you don't want it to be all a soup.
We might use the remainder.
Huh. Okay. Perfect. Apparently, they know what they're doing when they make these recipes.
Heck yeah.
Da-da. And then, for your very last step, you're going to get a sprinkle of cheese and sprinkle. You can use either or both.
Both. Yeah, I worked at a pizza parlor for a while. Domino's.
Domino's. But they didn't teach you how to make lasagna. Eh? Voila!
Huh? Check that out, huh? Eh?
Pretty good.
Not bad, eh?
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 Mwah. I love it. I don't know if that needs to be covered. Oh, don't use that one.
Why?
Because it's not wet. That's okay. We'll use it. We'll use that one then.
This is my kitchen.
It's your kitchen. You do what you want. Who am I to boss you around? Craig needs some mittens for the oven.
Yep, the chef's hat, another camera.
The wish list keeps growing.
I should get a physical recipe book.
Ta-da.
Did I do it right? It's covered.
I probably would have taken one and gone the long way, but
No, it's not really wide enough.
no. Ta-da!
And I have a timer for 27 minutes.
Out she comes. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Still got some residual bubbles happening down here. Still cooking. I like to wait for it to cool down, but it's been resting for 5 minutes. It's probably not super hot. It's just boiling.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna use another utensil.
I'm gonna use enough.
I don't understand. I just don't understand why this can't cut. Like
It's
this
not
is a flat.
does that look like a knife?
It's as sharp as that knife
This is serrated.
We got to make sure that this is very cinematic.
Very cinematic.
The cheese has got to be goofy.
Oh my gosh. One can
The
only
angle,
hope.
the lighting.
Very cinematic. It's gonna be a mess.
It's the curse of the first slice. You know, once you get a few of them done, then you can really start being.
Oh, it's so soupy. I guess this probably should have cooled a little bit. There's your insides. Okay, there's no holding this back either.
Oh yeah. I guess we should taste her.
You need a fork?
Two forks.
I'm dirtying another utensil.
I know. Yeah, that's not a very. That's not a very good bite there.
Mmm. But pretty tasty.
That's lasagna.
Sure is.
This is so soupy.
It is.
You can really taste the wine.
It's good.
This is good.
That's actually really good. Exceeded my expectations
God,
for
I'm
sure.
making a mess. This, I think.
Well, we gotta mop the floor. That was awesome.
Oh.
Good job, son.
All right, what am I making for my next meal?
Um,
Something with Doritos. Macaroni and cheese with Doritos.
walking tacos. That's where you make taco ingredients, like your taco meat and your cheese.
So it's a bowl.
Kind of. Kind of. You take a smaller bag of Doritos, and you open it up, and you put your meat and your cheese and your tomato and your onions in there, and you kind of mix it all up, and you eat it
Nachos.
right out of the bag.
Nachos.
Nachos.
Not tacos.
Well, they call it a walking taco.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank
All right.
you for letting me
Thanks
cook
for
with you today.
thanks for teaching me. Now I have it documented so I can revisit this whenever I need to like how'd that recipe go?
You want to make lasagna next time?
Yeah, next time you're in town I'll put some lasagna.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. That's what we're at.